arena of 36mm size watches, there are many offerings from different watch brands, though the famous one is the Rolex Explorer 36 due to its perfect dial layout. But what if you can see something similar that has its own character and personality? And I think that can be another reason for another purchase of timepiece. The Longines Conquest VHP36, I think, is the answer for Rolex Explorer, although this timepiece is categorized as women. But I'm not bothered by that because what matters to me is the wearability of the watch. Some gents out there may agree with me because not all of us are born with bigger wrist size anyway. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room here, as this piece is a quartz movement. Some of us may dismiss the idea, but hold that thought, as the movement is done impeccably serious, with perpetual calendar, so no adjustment needed on every date or on the date every other month. Longines named this as VHP, which is technically stands for very high precision, that holds the accuracy of plus or minus 5 to 10 seconds per year. And I own this piece for about a couple of years now, and it still gets worn from time to time. Even though this is a quartz piece, but I can ignore that because the details on the dial and the technical achievement that offers you is something you can appreciate more rather than thinking that this is a disposable product. As the name suggests, this piece is 36mm diameter, 44mm lug-to-lug distance, and 11.5mm thickness and 18mm lug width. It comes with bracelet with pin and collar oyster style bracelet and a butterfly clasp. This watch has fixed polished bezel and a screw down case back with 50-meter water resistant rating, and a push and pull action of the crown with crown guards makes the operation of the watch easier. On the movement, the caliber L288.2, which is an ETA offer plus or minus 5 to 10 seconds per year with date function and perpetual calendar. It also has a sleep mode feature to save battery life by pulling the crown to the second position. To the negatives and positives, looking at the dial of this watch gives you the vibe of the Rolex Explorer without being homage. The 12 and 6 Arabic numeral on the display attracts me in such a way that this is a sporty timepiece with a straight indices that can actually make it as a casual dress or casual piece or dress piece. In short, I see the versatility here without any changing of the bracelet yet. Looking closer to the dial, another detail can be revealed in front of your eyes, as the fine textured circular line patterns can play up when light strikes into it on a certain angle. The red minute markers are a nice contrast, but somehow it kind of blend into the white dial that makes me think there is a pink shade into it. The inner chapter ring is a nice addition for sporty aesthetics, though it's not unnecessary, but it's there anyways. Longines know how to make a premium watch, as they take every detail seriously, with a combination of applied logo and indices and the printed text on the dial, though it's not perfect in my opinion. But at least, giving lume at 6 and 12 markers can give an extra punch on the design and legibility in low light condition. Well, overall, the watch is simple on its own, but it's done very well. And I therefore feel no cutting corners done, knowing this is a 300 piece with a date complication. The polishing is well done, but not as Grand Seiko level. Moving to the lugs, which I think this is the weakest area, where no chamfered edges, no layered, no stepped-on effect from the lugs to the end links of the bracelet, and it kind of trying to mimic the effect of the integrated bracelet, which doesn't work for me at all. Because I have tried to remove the bracelet, and the machining is so precise that the gap tolerance is so high, and it does not give any wiggle space for you to remove the end links. Well, in short, I have not tried any straps on this watch since I got it. On the crown guards, though I am not fond how they execute it, somehow it looks odd to me. Without it, it can be sophisticated design and not trying hard in any way. but the function serves it well when we discuss the movement because this quartz timepiece has a little different way of adjusting the time. When you pull the crown and turn it, you will feel no gear, and there's a reason behind that. Because there is no quick set date and it is a perpetual calendar, turning the crown several times can be annoying. But thanks to the smart crown, and by turning it quickly, you can trigger a certain function to move the hour hand back and forth. And a slow turn of the crown can only activate the minute hand. It is impressive to see in action, but since this very accurate and perpetual calendar function can limit you on adjusting the time and the dates. But something to note, when low battery indication shows up, you will need to replace the battery as soon as possible in order not to interrupt the calendar function, otherwise you will spend time turning the crown to get the date correctly. The oyster style bracelet has a nice brushed surface finishing with polished on the sides though, nothing special but well made. The butterfly clasp may not be the best option for this piece, but at least I'm able to find the right adjustment on my skinny wrist, so not much complaint about it. The case back offers a screw down locking mechanism with nicely done embossed logo of Longines and FCO with hourglass and wings beside it. Behind the case back, you will see the caliber L288.2 quartz. Unlike some other watch brands, you will see the plastic material within the movement, but here you can see a well thought out material. It simply suggests that this is not a disposable piece and will serve you for a long time. Okay, many of the viewers watching this video do not subscribe on my channel. If you made it this far, please hit subscribe button now as it helps me to continue making this content in YouTube. Thank you. In conclusion, this watch is definitely not for everyone, but it can draw attention to some guys for a mid-sized timepiece who are not limited to the mechanical movement and yet somehow under the radar at the same time. Although powering this watch with mechanical movement would be a very welcome addition. In my point of view, Longines Conquest VHP is the answer for Grand Seiko 9F quartz movement. But I also think that it is their answer to Rolex Explorer, based on the dial layout without the movement, so to speak. As a daily wear piece, this watch is a great contender. It is also versatile enough that you can pull it off on almost any occasion, but having a mildred clasp with micro adjust can really help for wearability of the watch, especially during winter or summertime. But overall, it is not a deal breaker as it fits well on my wrist. Now, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe and comments below if you think you have the same experience. Thank you and see you in the next one.